I didn't recognize your shirt. Your shirt is so cute.
Trick or
That's
treat.
adorable. Does it glow in the dark?
It does.
It looks
It
like it glows in
does.
the dark. I love that.
It
I
does.
love that.
Yes.
Sorry, my focus was definitely like, wait, cute.
I was like, okay,
Yes, I
wait.
do.
We're talking mystery thrillers. It's
We are.
almost Halloween, and the ones I read are Halloween themed. So
Perfect.
why not?
Why not do it? Perfect. I did step in and choose mystery because we know I don't usually choose it. So I did go in and jump into some of that. We know I love a good Agatha Christie. That's not a surprise to anybody. I could talk about those all day long. But I did do one outside my usual. So excited to chat that today.
I am excited to chat that because I know what's coming, and I'm very excited. Oh, I got a little taste of it, but I was like, don't tell me. We don't, when we
Don't.
do this, we're like, please don't talk about it now. Like, I want to wait so you get like our honest reactions
Yes. So you do. Like
on what
when
is
you hear from us
happening.
when we read similar things or something the other person likes, we definitely do wait and like we'll see it on the story and be like, oh, they read that thing, but we refuse to talk about it.
Yeah, but we won't talk about it. We're like, keep scrolling. Just
Just
keep
keep
scrolling.
going. I don't want to see anything. So you choose more thrillers than I do on a regular basis.
I do.
Like
I do. I
I'm
had to
not
narrow mine
a
down.
do you watch like thriller horror movies too, or is it just books for you?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
However, not so much horror
Okay.
movies. Um, Typically horror movies are either really absurdly scary for like no reason, or they're
Right.
just not scary enough.
Okay.
I feel like when you see a scary movie, so like now's the time when you start to see the scary movies
Mm-hmm.
come out. This is completely off tangent, but you see
It's
the
okay.
scary movie come out and you're like, ooh, okay, that could be good. And then you're like, PG 13. You're like, I mean, that's not
Never
gonna
mind.
do
No
much
one's
at this
no one's
point,
losing a head.
right? Like, okay, no.
Everyone keeps their body parts.
Yeah.
Where's the fun in that?
So yeah, I don't, but if I do horror movies, it has to be like middle of a Saturday afternoon.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
don't do them in the dark. We don't do them close to bedtime. We don't. Like, I need full sun. I need middle of the day, just in case. Just in case. You never know.
I think that's fair because I can tell you the last like scariest movie I watched was probably one of the Saw movies, which was a while ago,
I mean, which
right?
is not, I mean, that is definitely a good scary movie, but like, yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was a long time, but I just don't usually watch them, right? I hate a jump scare. Hate a jump scare. Can't handle my 7-year-old jumping out from behind a corner. Definitely not gonna choose to watch something that's gonna scare me. Like I just I don't like being frightened. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
there's
I just don't.
there's a lot of
And I
jump
feel
scares in
like
this house, but they're like accidental.
right,
Like,
but that's what I mean. Like
yeah.
it's fine, and I will put this out there. Like if you come around a corner too quick, I'm gonna yelp
Yep.
every time. I do it on
Yes.
purpose. If you're literally just living your life, I'm gonna yelp.
Yep.
And that's how like it's just how it is. And so I don't choose to put something on the television that's going to do that to me on purpose. I'm also the person who will like scroll through my phone and be like watching videos or whatever and it's like, "Oh, it's like a prank." And you can tell they're like watching a serene something and there's like a scary face that's going to jump on. I will jump into the comments and wait. I will watch the video over the comments because I can't handle it there either. So just to say, this
No.
is
This is
definitely
not your
more
genre.
your yeah, but it's more
Yes.
yours. But that's not that I don't
Yes.
like it. I like when it's done well. I just don't prefer to be
Yes.
scared. Like I tried watching American Horror Story once, very long time ago, which I hear is like not lovely, but a
The
good show. It is a
Witches,
really
The
great show.
Coven, I think. The
Right?
Coven.
Didn't
Oh, so
is it
good.
good?
It was
See,
it was the best one. It was the best one.
I watched one early on that had something to do with like a demon baby or something. I don't know. And I was like, I'm
Was
good.
that the
I'm out. And just
Carnival
mixed
one?
up.
Because the Carnival one I didn't feel was very good. But The Witches, The
I don't know.
Coven, definitely watch that one. Like that one was really well done.
Okay.
And not
I will.
like scary, scary, I think, but
It's
like
more creepy.
yeah, but just like really
Okay.
good, really good. I think
Okay.
that's why I lean more towards thriller because I do like the psychological aspect of it. I
Mm-hmm.
like not knowing what's coming. but also when it's done well, you're like, oh, is it you? Is it you? It could be you. Like you're guessing the whole time. Yes.
Right.
So I
I
like
don't
those.
hate that. I think that's why I like the more mystery because I'm like, I'm cool with figuring it out. Like, give me a couple clues, give me a guy or a gal with a magnifying glass, and like, I'm in. I'm also okay with a book that's more thriller y, where it's more like it feels fast paced. I like that. But I just don't think I can do it in the movies. So
Okay,
that's why I
interesting.
defer to you, your grace, in this one
I am the
because,
thriller queen.
see, that's what I'm saying.
I go
So,
with it. It's self-dubbed.
what did you what did you start with?
Okay, so I picked this one up, and I know you, and I know the time of year, and I was like, I
Mhm.
know Meg's gonna have like some Halloween reads, like she's into theme reading, and so I have some Halloween books, I have some Christmas books, so I managed to stumble into those
I'm so
accidentally
proud of
because I
you.
completely forgot about it. So the first one is called Wicked Witch Murder, and it
That looks
looks
cute.
super cute, right?
It looks very
It
cute.
is super cute. This looks self-published, like maybe from an Amazon. But
Okay.
after I read it, this lady has written like 20 other books. Like
All right.
there are a bunch of them. And then it then says a Lucy Stone mystery, which we find out Lucy Stone is like the main character. And
Nice.
she's a reporter in this small town. So I'm assuming she has a lot of adventures as a reporter. But this one is a Wiccan witch comes to town and opens up a cute little shop in a small little town. And we already
As they
love
do.
that. We already love
Yes, we
that.
do.
And
I'm in
like
already.
bad things start happening, and everyone blames the witch. And then things get so bad that she has to leave, but the bad things continue to happen. And so everybody's like pointing the finger and trying to figure it out. And like everybody's in a bad mood. And then when she comes back, like Lucy notices that people are happier, the town flourishes a little bit more. So we're like, okay, good.
Oh.
But like, people are dying along the way.
Oh God.
And like, we're having to figure this stuff out. Super cute. Super cute. We love a small town, little
Yeah.
witch shop theme. Like, it was great. It was so fun. It was super
That
cute.
sounds good. And it
Yes.
doesn't sound like it had to be like scary,
Nope.
creepy, whatever to
Nope.
count. Which is I'm glad you said that because mine is kind of like that as well.
Yes. And that's what it was so funny because I was telling Greg about it, and I was like, actually this sounds really like drama filled, because I give him a lot more of the spoilers because I know he's not going to read this and I'm not
Yeah,
going to
same.
ruin anything for him. So like that's why I
Right.
can't go too much into it here. But like the drama and the finger pointing and the blame and like all the negativity that comes, and then we find out like there are other witches in the town, but like
Mm.
they're not as outright witches. Like you have this gardener who has this farmer's stand, and like she has all these beautiful fruits and veggies, and like people go there because she has the best produce. Well, we find
Right.
out later she's a witch, and like she's a she's
She's
like
magicking her produce to be the
tilling
best,
the
obviously.
earth, like she's got this earth touch. So but it was so funny because like just the drama in it along the way. And I was like, as I'm saying this sounds like a really like heavy dramatic book, but I was like, it's like really light and fun though. So
You're like, it was really enjoyable.
it
It was
was
just a
super
nice
cute.
little like
Yes.
Halloweeny town.
Yes, yes. So I was like, perfect time to read that, perfect time to talk about it. I was not expecting it to be as mystery-y as it was. I was thinking cutesy little Halloween
Yeah.
small town fun, like that kind of, And then for it to be a mystery on top of that, I was like, perfect. It's just perfect. So there you go.
That sounds great.
That was mine. Kicked off with.
So, good one to kick off with. So, as you're talking about yours, it made me literally think about the one I read last night, which I didn't actually count in this, but definitely want to bring in.
Okay.
So, I'm going to go get it. Hold on.
Okay.
I literally finished it. It's a real book that I held in my hand. So, hold on, right? With the magic of editing, I'm back with the book I needed to show you. So, I, of course, ordered one that I saw online that I was like, oh, this looks cute. And in my normal vein of pumpkin spice things, it's called Pumpkin Spice and Poltergeist.
I did
Which
see
I was
this
like,
one. I was like, oh God, it's another pumpkin spice book.
I literally think I just picked up anything that said pumpkin spice on it this season. I was like, we're doing it, right? We're doing it. And I was like, oh, like it's supposed to be like a sapphic romance. And I'm like, oh, that's fine. Definitely would not be like a mystery story, right? Turns out this sucker's a mystery story. So,
That
like,
surprised me. We
you
love
know, it's
it.
funny. It surprised me too because you've got this town, which is a literal Halloween town, because everybody is like a monster or a ghost or a vampire or a demon or a witch or something.
Okay.
And people come from all over the place, like tourists during the Halloween season, because they're like, oh, this is so cute. Like the guy that runs the little, like, I don't know, town historical whatever shop is a literal monster. And people are like, oh,
Okay.
your makeup's so great. And he's like, thank you. But really, he's like a literal Frankenstein monster.
He's
Like
like
that
this
is who
all
he
year
is.
round, but they just show up
Yes.
at Halloween.
Yes,
Okay.
but the
Okay.
tourists come in Halloween and they hear about this cute town and whatever. You've got werewolves, you got like I said, you've got vampires. The only couple of humans that are in there are, I think her name is Willow, and she owns the little coffee shop, and her sister Harlow shows up. And Harlow is kind of one of the main characters in the story. And then you have Jordan, who is part of the local coven and runs the apothecary. Well, the story starts out with Jordan, who had broken up with her girlfriend about a year before. And in between the time that they broke up and a little while later, the ex girlfriend actually dies. Like, unexpectedly, car accident. You're like, oh my gosh, that's terrible. And, you know, she never got to say her final goodbyes, whatever. So she literally summons her spirit to bring her back and tell her goodbye.
Okay.
And so you start the story with the summoning of the ex-girlfriend. The ex-girlfriend's like, why am I here? She's like, oh, I just want to say goodbye and blah, blah, blah. Well, then the girlfriend gets stuck
I was
and
gonna
her
say.
spirit form can't leave because there's something
Now she's got
unfinished.
unfinished business.
Right now there's unfinished business. And you find out that it wasn't an accident that she died. She was potentially murdered.
Oh, good heavens.
So, right? So
Drama.
you have these layers of like, oh, she has to find a girlfriend to move on, but also somebody murdered her potentially.
And oh, by the
And
way,
and oh, by the way, as she sticks around, she becomes more and more corporeal. Like all of a sudden she can touch things and move things and people are able to see her and she's getting angry and stuff is happening. And so now we've got this poltergeist situation and like all of these things are happening while you're also learning that like maybe the monsters don't necessarily like humans in town. And like, so there's all these different layers of things, but you're still trying to figure out like, how did Lou get murdered? Who did it? Why? Like, what is going on? And so the whole story, while yes, being a romance is very mystery esque because you're like, I also have to figure out if this woman was killed or if she just died in an accident weirdly after they broke up, right? So it was cute. It was very cute. And to tell you the truth, after this one, which I haven't read yet but will, we have Curses in Cold Brew.
okay.
So it looks like it is still in Maple Hollow, still in the same place, which of course, love a town named Maple Hollow. And it looks like this one is based on the other witch in the coven who runs the apothecary alongside Jordan. So
Interesting.
we'll find out what
Because that's
happens with that
definitely
one.
'tis the season for more of that.
Right. And so I literally just finished this one last night and was like, well, I've got them both. So might as well try it.
Oh, we might as well dip our
Right.
toe in.
And they're very fall-y. So now that I know that first one, oh, you know, it would have really helped if I read the top, which says a cozy sapphic paranormal rom-com. That really would have helped
There you go.
to
There you
let me
go.
know. Oh, the first one doesn't say that, so we're fine. I didn't actually miss anything. The second one says
Okay.
it. I
Surprise.
didn't, right? I didn't actually miss anything, so
Oh,
it's
did you
fine. The
read them
first
in
one
the
was a
right
surprise.
order then?
I did. I did. Yes,
Okay.
I did. I was like, I know I did because I got the first one first, and then it was like, and
Okay.
also releasing, and I was like, great order.
Great, I'll take that one. Thank you.
Yes, I'll take that one. So my first one ended up being a surprise mystery.
Who?
Not mad at
Yeah,
it.
because you're like, oh, I feel like that's typically how you stumble into these because this is just not your lane.
No, not unless I pick it on purpose. So that was my first, and I'm happy
Nice.
with it. It didn't scare me. No nightmares.
Fabulous. Well, that's always good.
Yeah,
Or,
exactly.
it could be a bad sign depending on, if
It
it didn't
wasn't.
give
There
you
wasn't anything.
nightmares, maybe it wasn't good enough.
It was fine. I like to sleep. I read at night. I mean, I read at night.
Maybe.
I have to sleep. I have to sleep. I do love, don't love, kind of love when I am reading something and then my dreams end up being about that thing. Why it's part of the reason I had to read Fourth Wing during the day because at night I was like, I'm exhausted when I wake
We're
up because
riding
I've
dragons.
been on a dragon all night long. Like I do not have time for this real life stuff. But kind of glad that that didn't happen with this one.
Nice. Perfect.
Exactly. So what do you have next? What else did you read?
Okay, we're gonna kick this topic off. I
Okay.
read Agatha Christie, Halloween Party. Yes.
I grabbed my copy because I saw that you had read this and hoped that you were going to say something.
Yes,
Hoped that you were going
yes.
to say something. Okay.
So let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Is this your
I,
first Agatha Christie?
this is my first Agatha Christie.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Mm-mm.
Not a fan at all. There
Mm-mm.
was so many words that didn't need to be there. It's like it's like it was just
Wait.
to hear itself talk. Have you ever met one of those people
Oh
where
God,
you're
yeah.
like, you are just saying too much, but not saying anything?
You haven't said anything, but I've been listening to you for hours.
That was this book. That was
Okay.
this book for me.
Okay. You know what? Fair. Because I literally picked up this book months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I will tell you, didn't finish it. Didn't
Okay.
finish it. And I'm an Agatha Christie fan. And for
You
some reason,
are.
I tried to read this 3 or 4 times and could not get into it.
Okay. Because
So
I was
don't
like,
feel
I
bad.
do
Don't
not.
feel
Because
bad.
I knew you were like, oh, you were all in on Agatha Christie, and I found
Mm-hmm.
this one, and it was Halloween, and I was like, okay, yes,
Right.
perfect. This will be a good, like, I'll dip into this world. I'll kill two birds with one stone, Halloween theme, Agatha Christie
Done.
to kind of get on your page. I was like, I cannot.
What is
I,
she reading? It's not
I
used to
was
you.
like, okay,
And I will tell
okay.
you, this will actually lead into the next part of our conversation as well.
Uh-huh.
But this is not one of my favorites of hers, like Death on the Nile or Death on the Orient Express. I like both of those much better than I liked this one.
Okay.
And so, but
Yeah, this
that
one
wasn't
didn't make
Halloween themed. And this one doesn't really even feel Halloween themed. It just happens at a Halloween
it just
party.
happens at a Halloween party. Yeah.
Right. There's really nothing other than that that's Halloweenish.
No. No. And it
So
just felt pretentious.
that's fair. I saw it on your thing where you were like, finish this book. And I was like, oh, shoot. Like, not that one.
Not that one. I
you
did. I
you
gave
read
it
that one. And I
two
was like,
stars
no. Fair.
because I finished it, but kind of wished that I hadn't bothered.
Yep.
Like,
I
that was
DNF'd.
how this one. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Because I was like, we are going to have some words about if this is the way her books are. I just, like, it didn't feel like there was a whole lot of meat. It felt like you could legit cut out 3/4 of that book and
Yeah.
still get your story.
And when you find out what actually happened, it's kind of like,
Yeah, wait,
okay.
what? That
Like,
was
why? Like, it was
loosely
unnecessary.
crafted.
Right. It was unnecessary. And
Yeah.
so there are some of the other ones, like, I think it's Death on the Orient Express. Love the way that one ended. Love the way that that
Okay.
one was wrapped up. It's kind of very much like, oh, you don't expect that,
Yeah.
right? I didn't necessarily expect what happened
You didn't
in
expect what happened in here
no,
just
but
because
I
it didn't make
also
any sense.
exactly. At least the other one did make sense.
Okay. Okay.
So I don't,
Yeah. I was like, I'm not doing another one of those. If
right?
that's how they are, count me out. I'm done. I one and done my Agatha Christie.
I am actually as we sit here because I want to know if other people agree with us. I want to know if
What
people
the
also
average
think this
rating
sucks.
is?
Right? Right? 3.57.
I
Eh.
mean,
Yeah, I DNF'd it, so I guess I can't give it a
interesting.
rating.
Okay, yeah. I gave it a
Right?
2. I was just not a fan.
Here's one that is a 1 star. It says, I'm a big fan of Agatha Christie, love her writing, have read piles and piles of her books. I feel a bit queasy when my first review of one of her books is a 1 star. I cannot recommend this book to anyone, especially not to
Okay.
anyone who hasn't read Agatha Christie before.
Okay, fantastic. Well, this was my
So
first
that's
dive
literally,
in.
I just had to double check and make sure it wasn't your
I mean,
rating.
no. You're like, hold on, wait. Was
I was
that
like,
you?
wait a
I'm
second.
like, that
No,
sounds very familiar. No.
right?
No, it
This is
wasn't.
also
But it could have
literally
been.
from 2012. So,
Okay.
like, that's
Yep,
when
yep.
this rating is from.
Yes.
So, it says she
Okay.
writes wonderful mysteries. I encourage you to read them, but not this one.
Wow.
And she also
Interesting.
recommends the one that I recommended. She recommends Murder on the Orient Express. So,
Okay.
I
Yeah.
had to look because I was like, it can't be just us. I mean, it could be. I'm cool with it
It
being
could
just
be.
us.
It totally
If
could be. But I'm glad
if
there's at least one other person out there.
right, but if it's just us who were like, "Oh, this was not our favorite," like, okay, but we
Maybe it's
usually
us.
aren't that far off.
Yeah. Have any of you guys read this book and agree or
What did
disagree?
you think? Yeah, is anybody else like an actual Agatha Christie fan who read this and also thought it wasn't great?
Let us know.
Right? Because I'm
Because
kind
this
of
is
like,
very interesting. Yeah, I was a little nervous because I was like, I'm gonna come in here and like step on all of her things.
no, and at the same time, I don't expect that we have the same opinions. Like I know that we
Yeah.
think very similarly about a lot of things, but our book reading styles are very different. There are certain things that I
Yes.
actually absolutely love and you're like, "No. No, sweet child." And I'm like,
I
"It's fine."
was like, oh, this we're not gonna talk about this one until we talk about this one.
That's
Because
fair.
WTF is happening.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And I
Okay,
thought the
good.
same thing. It just
Fabulous.
I feel like it went so slow in the beginning. I was like,
There
I'm
was
not getting
just
anywhere.
a lot of words. A
Mhm.
lot of words, and we didn't progress anything.
Mm-mm.
Nothing.
And it
So,
had to go like we jumped so far back to get to like why it all happened and I was like,
and we
this
tied up
poor
so
child.
much. Like, we
Right?
didn't. We didn't have to tie everything in. Like, it
Mm-mm.
didn't all have to come into this one thing. Like, they could have been, huh, that's peculiar. I can't believe that happened. Separate from
Yes.
this. What?
Yes.
Like, okay. So, yeah. Yeah, not a fan.
Fair enough.
Did finish it, but it was a slog. Yeah.
Proud of you. Sorry about the
Yeah.
slog. Not one I would have recommended.
Yeah.
So you have my
And
recommendation.
and oh, by
Not
the
that.
way, had you asked, but if we had talked about this previous,
I would have told you, not that one.
I would
But
have
I
warned
also
you.
I saw it on your thing and I was like, maybe she liked it. Like maybe it was me. Maybe I just thought it was like unworthy.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you haven't read this and you were thinking of dipping your toe into the Agatha Christie pool, avoid this one. You can bypass.
There are plenty of other books that have Halloween things in them that you will enjoy more.
Exactly.
But that does take us into my
That
next
leads us
one,
into
which was my first MC Beaton.
yes.
I read Hot to Trot.
Okay.
Have you read this one?
Not that one.
I the further away I get from it, the more I'm like, oh, it was okay. But while I was reading it,
But right
sh-
away, you had strong
sh-
feelings.
I did because she bothered me.
Why?
She bothered me. I think because I had an Agatha Christie frame of mind. I think that's what
Mm,
my issue is. I had an Agatha Christie frame of mind. It was set in England. It was they're
Agatha
going to
Raisin.
right, but I feel like a lot of the things I couldn't tell when it was set. Right? We were talking about our cell phones and our cars and blah blah blah, but then we were also having like a masked ball. Like and I was like, we don't actually do those in high society. Like it's not a thing that happens. So it felt very much like we were trying to throw Bridgerton in with modern day, and I was really confused as to what we were
Oh.
doing. Right? Because we have this
They do like
gentleman.
their soirees, their
They do.
fetes, feats,
Yes.
parties.
Whatever they are.
They like them. They like a
They
theme party. So that doesn't surprise me that we were having a
I was
masquerade.
right, but I was confused, but it was very much like she, Agatha is, I think it was Charles is his name, and he might have been in other books with you.
He is.
And he's marrying, or he got married,
Hmm.
um, Sir Charles Fraith is his name, for those of you
Yes.
who know what I'm talking about. Um, and he's got this like has this high society wedding, hosts this masked ball, and his brand new bride dies. And she's a horrible human, by the way. Like she's just not a good person.
Yes. Okay,
And
so in the book that I read previously, the engagement was announced because
okay,
her and Charles have a thing, have an on again,
yes,
off again thing.
yes,
And then we find out he's getting married and she is a
yes.
not a good human. So this is very
Mm-mm.
interesting that yours is the wedding.
So spoiler alert, she's dead. Um, but
Karma
again,
happens.
right, but again, she's not a good person, and neither are a lot of the people around her. And the reason it's called Hot to Trot is because it's centered around the, like the horseback riding
The
world,
equestrians,
the
yes.
equestrian competition world.
Hmm, hmm.
It just felt like a lot of things were very just like brought to her, like put in front of her. And I was like, you've done no work for this. You just happen to know somebody who happens to know
Hmm.
somebody in France who just threw you in there and got you a private jet and a
Yep.
place to stay in France and all of this, money and
She
food
knows
and
people.
wine. She knows a lot of people, but I'm like,
She's
what
got
is
contacts.
happening? Right. But it just seemed everything was like super easy and just like handed to her. And I was like, there has been no work, no effort. And my other thing, I feel like she's got a lot of male suitors. She's got her neighbor.
She does, and she is not interested. She
But in
cannot be
this one,
bothered.
she is.
She is a career woman.
But in this one, she's like,
That's
this
probably because
guy's
Charles is getting married. Because that was
maybe,
her dude. That was her
maybe,
dude.
but she's like very much, she seems like she's over him in this one. But then she's got her previous husband who lives next door, and she's got the guy who's, I don't know, the dad of the French equestrian woman who's like calling her to come hang out and like blah, blah, blah. And like, there were a lot of people in here that I was like, I don't think we need you. I don't know who you are. I don't
Interesting.
know where you come from. I know she called you and told you to do this thing, but also all you do is complain. Not Agatha, but the people around her. And I was like, I just don't know where we're going. So I appreciate how it wrapped up. I liked, if we just look at the mystery portion of the story, into it, in on it, love what happened. Not that somebody died, but the way it like came out, you know what I mean? Really appreciated that portion. But Agatha herself in this one, not a fan. And
Interesting.
so I'm hoping, because I have another one, I don't know what it's called, but I have another one and I want to read
Hmm.
it because I'm hoping I like her differently in that one. I'm
I have
hoping
one
maybe
more
we
to
were.
read as well. Yes.
I feel like she might have just been a little jaded in this one because of the on again, off again guy who got married. Like,
And he like sprung it on her at on a dinner date. Like it was
that's
like,
what I'm
and
saying.
oh, but well, and actually she found out from someone else, and like he hadn't even told her yet, and so she was pissed.
And like, he doesn't seem like a good guy either.
I think it was very much like she kept him at arm's length, but like they he
But also,
wanted
like,
to
he's
be.
mine. Yeah.
But like, yeah, like, but like, he should be there when I want him to be there. But now you're telling me he's not gonna be there, and he's like, I can still be there, and she's like, no,
You're getting
like
married.
that's not how this is going to work. Like, I am a
No,
posh Kathy Bates, and it will not happen. Like, that is
that
just
is
what I
fair.
have in my head for her. Did
Yes.
you? Did you get that image too as you
Oh,
were?
100%. Maybe a
Okay.
little bit younger, but still,
Okay.
yes, the overall.
Okay.
But I think I also confused her sometimes with her assistant, who I did happen to like and actually felt kind of bad for because she seems really smart and really competent, but I guess it's not always nice to her. I'm like, she's literally doing whatever you want, whenever you want.
She depends very much on her assistant, but she
Yes.
also does rival Agatha in her intellect
Mm-hmm.
and her like quick thinking. And so, yes, from previous, she was very mad that was her assistant's name? I want to say Jane, but I don't think that's right.
It it might be.
Can't remember now. But she was very mad because she was like sneaking around with a boyfriend because she knew that Agatha would not like it.
Yes, but at the same time, that's your job. Like, leave the woman alone.
Yes, yes. But I think that's why I enjoy it because it does seem very light. It doesn't seem very serious. It seems just
Oh yeah,
like
and
an
I think that's
easy
part of it.
story, and like I told you the one that I had read, like there was a donkey named Wizwaz.
Yes, and he's mentioned in this book.
Okay, fabulous. Yes.
Because you said something about the donkey. Because I think one of the guys who works at a law firm or something like that, that's friends with her, was involved with Wizwaz. Because
Okay.
he's in this book and he they talk about the donkey. I don't know if they
Yes.
mentioned his name, but I knew what his name was. But I do remember because I was like, ha. So I'm kind of glad you told me that because I knew what was going on at that point. I was
You
like,
knew
yes,
what
I
was
understand.
coming.
But that's
Yes.
kind of how they introduced him. And they're like, oh, when we worked on this case with the donkey, and I was like, oh no, no, that's the thing.
I do know. Yes, I do
I
know
do know
this.
what that means.
Yes.
So I
Yeah,
wonder
so
if
you
maybe I
must have read
just
the one like right
right
after
after. Yes.
the ones because there are a bunch. And that was new for me. Like when I stumbled upon my first one, I was like, "Oh, look, I found this cute little book." And like people in the comments and like people our listeners were like, "Oh, welcome to it. Like the show is
Yes.
really good." Like and I was like, "There's a whole world here. There's a
Right.
whole world that I had no idea." So that was very cool that other people were like, yes, welcome. We've been waiting for you."
I think I just started with the wrong one because
Yeah,
I
you
was
kind of
less
started at the
impressed.
end of a story, like
Yes.
the
So
end
I'm
of a
hoping
yeah.
whichever one. I think I got this from Book Outlet, maybe.
Okay.
And so
Okay.
they don't have a large selection. They have what they have, right? They have
Mhm,
whatever's
mhm.
overstock or whatever that might be. So I was just happy to find them and be able to try
Yes.
them. So I will read
Yes.
the other one and
I
see
have
what
one
I
more too,
think.
so we'll read those. Let me know when we're reading those, and we'll
Okay,
read those again.
perfect. But
Yes,
I
we'll
just,
try
like I
again.
said, I didn't hate it, but I kind of felt similarly to Halloween Party, right? I was just kind of like, fine.
Whatever.
Right? I think if I
Yeah.
had a little bit more of an introduction to her earlier on, I might fall in love with her a little bit easier.
And you might know
So,
why she's the way she is in this one,
yes,
because this is
because
a deep hurt, a deep wrong has been done to her with
that's what
this.
I'm saying. And I'm like, and I'm kind of like, okay, like from what it sounds, you weren't actually dating him. Leave him alone. And then I was like, I think I'm missing context clues. I was like, we're going to leave that there. I just felt bad for the assistant because I really liked her. But I do also tend to find side characters that I really
Yeah.
enjoy and then I go to bat for them for absolutely no reason because the book's not about them. But she'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, well, I'm mad at her for blah, blah, blah. Why are you mad at her? Leave the woman alone. And it even says, it's like, I would know if she was dating somebody because of what happened last time. And I was like, what do you mean? Did he murder
Yeah.
somebody? Doesn't sound like it.
No,
Just sounds
did
like you
not.
thought she was distracted.
What did happen? Something did happen. Because the guy she was sneaking around with, yeah, so there was a big falling out with that one as well. So,
Yes.
yes.
But
Yeah.
I will give
It's it's
Agatha another try. I
Agatha
will give
Raisin.
Agatha Raisin another try. We know I like Agatha. We will give Agatha Raisin another
Yes.
try, and perhaps I have picked a book that was earlier on, and I will forgive this one for what it has done to me.
Yeah, because they really are standalone books.
Right,
The stories themselves are, but some of the background stories with how the characters are connected, yeah, I could see like how you would be missing like why we're so angry about
right,
this
and
wedding and
like,
how this is happening.
and there's clearly something going on between her and like the butler that lives at his house because they do not get along, and apparently have never gotten along. But
Yes.
he's like weirdly helpful in this story because he also hates the
He
wife.
also doesn't like her. Yes.
Right, he also hates the new
Yes.
wife, and so he's like, "No, no, you need to help me." And she's
I
like,
like
"I
you
don't."
more
Right?
than this
But
one.
she but he's still not nice.
Right.
He's still like, "Look, I hate you, but this is you are the lesser of the two evils in my space right now." So,
Yes.
and I'm like,
We
"Oh,
need some help. Yes.
right?" So there
Yeah.
were many levels, many layers, which isn't a bad thing. I think I just needed to be earlier in the world. I think I
Yeah,
entered the
maybe
world
so.
too late in this one. But
Yeah, maybe.
could still read. I mean, I clearly got the context of several things that were going on. So, it wasn't a bad choice to read. It just I was confused at a few things. It's
Yeah.
one of those that like when you walk up to something and somebody's like having a conversation and somebody else interjects with their opinion that seems really serious for no reason. That's what I feel like I walked into.
Yeah,
I
you're
was
like,
like,
I miss part of this.
I feel like I should have had notes before I joined this conversation.
Yes. It'll be curious to see, yeah, what you
Mhm.
think of the next one.
Yes.
See where
So,
that one is.
right? I think it's funny that we had ones that we were like, oh, yes, this is totally cute and totally perfect and a great mystery. And also ones that were like, maybe not.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Right?
Yes.
I'm wondering if you would like this one since you've read the one right before it, if you would enjoy this one more.
It
So you're
might
welcome
finish
to,
my story off. Yeah, I think that
right?
falls
So
in right where I was at because the last one I read was that was the announcement like
right.
they were letting us know. So it would be
Perfect.
curious to see.
I
Yeah,
will hang on to it for you and tell you nothing else about what happens.
that's right. That's right. I'll
So you
just
can have that one.
finish that little story plot.
Yes. And you can just
See what
pass on your
happens.
copy of Halloween Party because I already have one.
Yeah, because it ain't. Yeah, no, it
Mm,
didn't get shelved. I had to pull it out of the closet because I was like, yeah, no, that doesn't need to stick around. We don't need that one here.
nope.
Thanks.
There are
So,
places I will donate books if I'm not going to shelve them.
hmm.
I also would feel weird putting a book like that in like a free library, like a leave one, take one, without like a, hey, this one's not great, but try it. Like,
I'm leaving one, but like maybe I
but
need to leave another
also,
one just to make up for.
right? It feels like leaving a stale can of soup. Like, no one would do that. So,
But
I don't know.
also, it had a 3.5
It
average
did.
rating,
So,
so
other people have enjoyed it.
there is something for everyone, and we appreciate those people as well.
We do. I just feel part of me, if I go to donate a book somewhere, I have this thought of like, what if I like put my review in the beginning so that like, when you open the book, you'd be like, this is my review. So, but no one would know that I left it there, but I would know. So I don't know.
Good luck.
Right? I don't know. I don't know.
Read, read cautiously.
So,
Yeah. So those were my Halloween themed thrillers, mysteries.
right? My Halloween mysteries. Apparently, we'll see if I get through Curses and Cold Brew before the end of the season. I'm trying to think. I have
Where
several
does
more
that fit
pumpkin
in?
ones, right? I have a couple more pumpkin ones. So when we do our wrap up, it's going to be all pumpkin themed. So just
It'll be all, which is
buckle in
perfect.
before we get to the holidays. Like, just
Yep.
buckle up and just know that it's coming.
It's
I've done
all
several of
pumpkin
them, so I
spice.
don't have to re-talk about them. But
There
oh,
are
I
more. There are
there are
plenty
more.
more.
There are more. I have a whole stack, and they're not all pumpkin, but they're all like there's several that are witch, like witch themed, which I'm excited about.
Hmm.
Um, so I love that. I also met a woman the other day who has read 120 books this year, which is so cool. Crazy. Cool.
Wow.
Not anywhere near where I am. But she was like, yeah, I've read 120 books this year. And I was like, I would be flexing on that number as well. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
game understands game.
Exactly. Like we get it. What is that
Right?
like? Two a week?
A little more
Two
than,
and a half?
right? 2 point
Three?
something. 2 point
Yeah.
decimal I'm not doing.
A week. Hmm.
Right?
Okay.
Right?
Okay. I like it.
So, and the year's not over yet.
Mm-mm.
So who
I
knows?
I did hit my goal. I did hit
Yay!
mine as of this episode. I am ahead of my
Perfect.
goal, so that is amazing. I think I have one more to tie last year. What I did
Nice.
last year. And I remember I was like struggling and finished it right at,
Right.
well, I mean, I had two over my goal, but you know,
Right. You're
yeah,
like, but I want to finish this one before we're done.
yeah, yeah.
Will
So
you adjust your goal or will you just leave it? Because I just left mine and I'm
no,
just
I'm
reading
leaving
to
mine
read.
for this year. No,
Okay.
I'm just going to leave it. No, we're
Yeah.
not. I set a goal. We don't need to move the goalposts.
No, no. Goodreads like to be like, update your goal. I'm like, no, I hit my goal.
I am 54 of 52. Thank you.
Thank you very
Updated.
much. Right. And we still have more year left. So
Hmm.
I will say, I don't think I was stressed to meet my goal this year because of the rate I was reading anyways.
Hmm.
But I feel like
You were a little
reading,
bit when you set this goal in the beginning.
whoa,
You were a
when I
little
set the
like,
goal,
oh, I don't
right?
know.
But when I got to it and then I was like, oh, I'll just read. And now I feel like I'm reading at a faster rate now that I've hit the goal versus before.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
that'll be an episode for another day. But
Yeah.
it's kind of cool. And like I said, about that woman who she works at my kid's school. And she's like,
120.
yeah, I was wearing a new shirt that I got. It said reading is my favorite sport, which seemed appropriate. I was going to help in the classroom. And she walked up and she was like, I've read 120 books. And I was like, this is great.
Yes.
She was like, also, can you tell me where you got your shirt? And I was like, yes, I can also do that.
Yes, on so many levels. Thank you.
Yes, we can also be friends. So happy to chat with you. Thank you for working in my child's classroom. Um, happy to make a new book friend. But
Heck yeah.
she's somebody I probably need to go to for recommendations too. We didn't get to because I was like supposed to be doing helpful things,
Yeah.
so we
And you're
didn't
like,
get into
wait, I
like
have I have follow-up questions.
could
If
I
you're here, I hope you along our podcast and she's watching this video. And if you could you like leave a couple for us now that you
right
know
just
us? Like just be like, here's my recommendations for Meg. Here's my recommendations for Abby. Clearly.
perfect. Love
Thank
that.
you.
Thank you so much. So I don't know. I just think it's fun to meet readers in the wild, right? And even like
Yeah.
people that we don't know already. It's kind of fun to just be like, hello. It's nice to recognize somebody who's also as crazy about books as we are.
I also like books in mass quantities.
Indeed. So,
Yes.
on that note, since you are still here, like, leave us a little comment of what you've been reading or what thrillers you like. Did you read this Halloween party book and have the same feelings we did? Love to hear
Are
that.
you in the Agatha Raisin world? Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And did I just read the wrong one? And then if you have not already, please subscribe. Would love to see you stick around for a while.
We're trying to get to 100 this year, so
We
hit
are.
the subscribe, tell your friends, tag your friends, get them all. Because we
Exactly.
are trying to, yes, 100 would be
That's
such a cool number to hit.
it would be a very cool number. And for no other reason than it just seems like a fun thing to achieve, right?
And like, who wouldn't want to talk to 100 people about books? Hello, what a community that could be.
Right? And I
Like,
don't even have to put on
all the
pants. I will say.
recommendations. Yes,
We wear pants when we do these, but I don't have to like get ready to leave the house. We could just do it here.
maybe. I'm not telling.
All right, well, half of us wear pants. Which side are you on?
Half of us wear half pants? What?
Half.
Some of us wear half pants. Half of us wear pants.
Okay. Welcome to the rails we have left. And
Tell us
now make
about your
sure you hit
pants.
subscribe.
Tell us about your
pants.
books.
Yes. What are you reading? What are you wearing? Maybe not in that order. I have seen that people are doing book, outfit, drink, and something else of the day. It's like some
Oh, like a
I don't
flat
know.
lay? Like, here's what I'm
No,
wearing,
like
here's
just
what I'm drinking.
here's what I'm reading. Like it's a thing that they're doing. Instead of an outfit of the day, they're doing like book, drink, outfit, blah blah blah. But that's
That
like a lot
does
of effort.
require pants, though.
Or
And
half
a new
pants.
outfit. Ugh, who wears new
A
outfits every
new
day? You don't just get up and throw the stuff that was laying in the closet floor. And then you're like, did I wear this shirt yesterday? And you're like, if I can't remember, can anybody else?
Can anyone else know?
Probably not.
I'm I'm in a space that I just bought a whole new set of literally book themed t-shirts. So I am excited to change my shirt every day because
So
each day
you
is a
know.
new book.
Yes. Yes.
It's a new shirt that has to do with
Photographic
like today's
proof.
you can't see it, but today says mood reader, which was very
I'm
appropriate
glad you
for the month.
finally accepted that. Like,
I did.
I'm glad.
Literally loud and proud, wearing it
Yes.
directly on my chest.
Yes. Say it with
But I
your
haven't
chest.
left the house today, so no one except for you and everyone else here will know.
All of our, I mean, we have what, 55?
55.
So 56, counting me, 56 people have seen you in your shirt today.
In my mood reader shirt, declaring to the
Congrats.
world that I know
I'm
what
trying
kind of
not to
reader I
clap
now
too
am.
loud, but I'm clapping.
Okay. On that note, we have more things to bring you as far as reading is concerned. Always reading more things, new books to explore. Would love to hear what you're reading, recommending. Thank you to those who have. I've gotten several recommendations both on the YouTube channel and on the Instagram. We've had several things. Somebody also mentioned they were like, why did you write that it's an audiobook and not like just a book? Audiobooks count. We totally count audiobooks as reading.
Yes.
It's just as nice to be
I'm
like,
counting
hey,
them on
yeah,
my, yep, if you're
yeah,
following along on our stories, the ones I list, I take a screenshot and I have it, and then below it I put that I audiobooked it because
yeah,
I think it's helpful to know like which ones are really great audiobooks. But yes,
exactly.
we are counting those.
Yes. It's just, sometimes I like to show the book. Sometimes I like to just, especially with the ones that I don't have a physical copy of, it's just a screenshot of the like cover and I'm like, here we go.
Yep. I do the best I can with my screenshots. Yes.
Right? So,
Yeah.
see where it goes. But until we see you next week, happy reading.
More fun things coming. Bye.
It was great to have you join us for today's chat. If you'd like to continue the conversation, provide a recommendation, or simply say hi, pop over to Instagram at wine.read.wine or leave us a comment on our YouTube channel. We'll see you on the next episode. Happy reading!